Hey guys, I'm Lance.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're Crazy Empty Nest.
Welcome to beautiful Lake Malawi.
After 3 weeks of almost non-stop clinics of just helping people out, we decided to take a little break the last week, come up to the lake and just relax a little bit and catch our breath, which has been an amazing experience, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Lake Malawi has been awesome so far. It is the largest lake of Malawi and it's home of most of the fishing industry of the country as well. And I've just been enjoying so much of the animals I've seen here, watching the monkeys and the lizards of all sizes and shapes and colors. It's also a favorite of many of the tourists and locals as well to just come here and cool off from the hot African heat.
So as far as accommodation goes, there's all sorts of accommodations that you can look for here in Lake Malawi for the overlanding crowd. There's places to camp right up on the beach. There's also what we're staying at right now, which is like an eco resort. And then you also have some, more high-end hotels being built. There's actually what they said is a 4-star hotel being built right behind us right now. So we decided to stay at one of the local favorites, which is called Safari Beach Lodge. And we're really glad we did. It was recommended by one of our local friends here because this is it's an eco resort. You've kind of got that, we're staying in kind of a hut type of thing with, open air design. And it's really, really cool in that aspect. And the staff here has been absolutely amazing. We can't say it enough. If you're going to make a stop, we highly recommend Safari Beach Lodge because the staff has just been hands down amazing to us. And, we have been some of the only guests here for the last week. You couldn't ask for better service, and I don't think we've had better service anywhere else.
No.
So it's been really amazing. We want to say a big thank you to the staff at Safari Beach Lodge because they've just done an amazing and outstanding job for that. But there is all sorts of, whatever you're looking for as far as accommodations, they do have that, and you can, meet something within your price range. Or if you just want to do overlanding and camping, they've got that as well. So there's something for everybody.
We've been really pleasantly surprised by all the activities you can do here. There's ecotourism, hiking, swimming, kayaking, snorkeling, you name it.
Yes, we're heading down. We're going to do some kayaking on Lake Malawi. And hopefully we don't get eaten by crocodiles, right, Jenny? Or any other thing? No, we'll be fine. We'll see you on the water.
It was super fun to go kayaking. We got to just kind of go off by ourselves and explore different places around the lake, and we saw an island in the distance where there's a lot of local animals and things there. It was awesome.
Yeah, we actually went out and we kind of claimed our own little private rock. This is our rock we claimed, so we'll see you when we're a couple shades tanner. Where we spent a little bit too much time in the sun and actually ended up getting a little bit sunburned, but we were actually able to go out there and just kind of take some time, spend a little bit of private time out there by ourselves. And then the cool thing is while we were out there, we decided to go snorkeling a little bit. And that was a pretty cool experience, wasn't it, Jenny?
Yes, I was actually really surprised as to how clear the water is here. It is a freshwater lake, but it's super clear and blue, and you can see all these different colored fish. So I'm glad that you talked me into trying it.
Yeah, Jenny was like, at first, Jenny was like, I'm not getting in. And then when she finally got in, she was like a little girl again, having fun and splashing and jumping in. And like Jenny said, it's amazing. Like there's turquoise blue water here. It's very clear for a freshwater lake. And I think that's really unique as far as for Africa too, is seeing a lake this clear and this blue that you can actually snorkel in. So the other nice thing about this location that we're in at Safari Beach Lodge is that there's a local fishing village right next to us. And it was really cool to be able to go down. One of the locals invited us to go through the village. We actually went through in the morning when the fishermen were coming back in and bringing their catch in from the night. And we got to see them unloading it. Jenny got to pull some little fish out of the nets, and I'll be honest, I struggled, and Jenny's a way better fisherman than me. she would be a better fisherman because she got her fish out right away, and it took me longer, and I think the local guys were laughing at me, saying that I probably wouldn't make a good fisherman. But then we got to see them. They were laying out and starting to dry their catch that they'll then take to the market or take to the city for sale. And they were actually showing us and showed us how they smoke the fish as well, which was pretty cool to see that. And then we got to just kind of take a little tour through this small little fishing village and see what life is like. Yeah. To live on the water. And as you can imagine, it's pretty much fishing is the day in life, and that's the way everybody makes money. So that's what the everything revolves around. But it was really cool and nice to see that, and the locals were for the most part pretty welcoming and warm to us too.
Yes, and I enjoyed all the local paintings and artists there. I know we actually purchased a painting and some bracelets and necklaces and homemade keychains, but don't tell, because this might be some presents for some people back home. Yeah.
But it was nice to see that, and it was nice just to be able to go in and support the locals too. Like we said, it's been a rough time with COVID, and to go in and just be able to help the locals out and support them. Not giving handouts, but kind of giving a hand up as far as buying their goods, and being able to do that is just really awesome experience for us.
This is the reason we enjoy just exploring things off the beaten path and staying at places like this, because it's so rich in the culture. Yeah. You really get to experience how things work locally and how the culture is, and embrace it that way.
This is wrapping up our trip to Malawi with the 3 weeks of doing medical clinics, and now this last week up in Lake Malawi. And we just want to say thank you so much to all the people we've met along the way, all the locals, all the staff, all the people just everywhere have been amazing. It truly is the warm heart of Africa, and we really appreciate you guys, and we love you guys, and we thank you guys for everything. Our next journey is going to be a little bit different, but also the same of what you've seen in the past. This next trip is going to be one that's probably almost a year overdue, but we're going to be back in the States, and we're going to be overlanding up the Rockies and looking for some places and exploring some places again off the beaten path, maybe some small towns, places that you'd want to stop in or maybe buy a house and retire. We're going to be looking at that, and then we're going to be going around and meeting up with some friends as well, seeing some family after a year and a half of not being able to travel and see anybody. It's going to be nice to be able to see family again, but it'll be a little bit different adventure than this, but it's going to be pretty awesome, and we're going to take you along for that journey. So stay tuned. You're going to see some upgrades and some different scenery, and we're going to be back to doing our overlanding like we do best. And as always, guys,
stay crazy.